All right, today we're going to be doing a different kind of tax return from yesterday where we are married filing jointly. So instead of one W-2 tax form, there are actually going to be two W-2 tax forms for both spouses. A completed assignment today has two completed joint tax returns attached to the bin or with screenshots in the slides. So if you want to just do the tax returns and screenshot it here into slide 3, screenshot it here into slide 4, that works as well. But most people are just attaching the two different returns as PDF attachments. So whatever works for you. Just like yesterday, you're going to make sure that you've opened up two tax forms. They're right here in the link. And just like yesterday, I like to make sure that I have a split screen going so that we can fill these in quickly. Okay, so here I am on the first slide 2 with the directions. My two different filers are Dr. B. Money and his wife, Ann M. Smith Money. So here I go filling out the return. This time we check married filing jointly instead of single. The first person, Dr. B. Money, goes here. Notice his first initial goes in with the first name. So name and middle initial, last name. Over here is the social. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. If a joint return, the spouse's information goes here. Ann M. Smith Money. She is hyphenated. And her social 560111234. Next is their home address. If there are two different addresses for where they're living, they could have gotten married during the tax year, then we use the address of the first person listed on the tax returns. And it's not like the guy has to go first, the woman goes second, because as you guys know, there's many different options for that these days. Usually it's the person with the highest earned income that goes first, and the second next earned income goes next. So since Dr. B. Money happened to earn more than Ann, we're going to list him first, and we're going to put his home address from his W-2. And so his home address is 80 Work Hours Way, no apartment number, Sleepless Hollow, New York, 11222. No foreign country name or information needed. Would you like, click here if you or your spouse want $3 to go to this fund. So nope, not checking anything. At any time during 2021, did you receive, sell, or exchange any interest in virtual currency? No. Can someone claim you as a dependent? No. Were you born before this age, and are you blind? No. So we don't have to check any of those additional boxes just like yesterday. Here is where you would list dependents, but Dr. B. Money and Ann M. Smith Money do not have any dependents. So we skip down to line 1, wages, tips. Now, instead of like yesterday, when we just put in box 1 straight into this tax form, today we have two different people. So you have to add these two together. So we've got his income of $55,000. And this is coming from box 1, wages, tips, and other compensation. And then we're going to go over to hers and see what she earned. $37,847.06. Can you see that from there? $37,847.06. Total income 92847.06. So the difference from yesterday to today is that we have two people, so we're having to put two incomes together. So box 1, 92847.06. The rest of these are mainly blank. We do not receive any tax-exempt interest, any qualified dividends, IRA distributions, pensions and annuities, Social Security benefits. When are you going to start receiving those? When you're retired, so it's going to be a long time. We have no capital gains or loss. We would have capital gains if we had sold a property in 2021 and earned money on it. We would have a capital loss if we had sold a property in 2021 and lost money. No other income. So go down to the standard deduction and read here on the left, how much should my standard deduction be now? Okay, see how instead of like yesterday we used 12,550, today married filing jointly uses 25,100. That's just the 12,550 doubled for two people. It's not fancy or some sneaky thing. So the standard deduction 25,100. That goes on 12A. Any other charitable contributions that you made. So if you had donated to charity, you would put the amount here, but they did not. Add lines 12A and 12B, and it goes here. All the directions are on this tax form. I'm just making a video to help you, but all the directions are right here. You follow step by step. Any qualified business income? Nope. Any line, add lines 12C and 13. So again, just 25,100. And finally, our taxable income is when we subtract these two lines, the 9284706 minus 25,100. Here's our taxable income, 67747 and 6 cents. Okay, we need this number for the next page because we're now going to go look up your tax amount. This is probably the only tricky part of the tax return is looking up the tax amount. If you do this on TurboTax or an online tax filing system, it does this for you. Okay, so you need to go to the 2021 tax tables. It's got all the directions in case you're ever bored and you want to read all the directions of how to file your taxes. We're going to scroll down and find this number, 67747. All right, here's the 67 box. I'm going to zoom in. So I'm going to give you a minute just to look at that and see if you can see it. Now remember, we're looking for married filing jointly column now, not the single column like yesterday, married filing jointly. So scrolling down, it's this gray box here, gray column, 67747 is this row. And we follow it over till this gray column. So our amount is 7729. You got it. Okay. So let's go see what these next things say to do. Amount from a Schedule 2. We don't have any additional schedules. Add lines 16 and 17. So, by the way, you can type in zeros here just to show that you've looked at the line, but you can also leave it blank, which means 0. Non-refundable child tax credits. We don't have any dependents on this tax return, so we put 0, but don't worry, that's coming on the next one. Amount from Schedule 3, none. No additional schedules. Add lines 19 and 20. Subtract line 21 from line 18. Nothing to subtract. Add lines 22 and 20. Oh, other taxes. No other taxes. And then add lines 22, and 23. Federal income tax withheld. Now, just like up here, under box 1, we had to add the two W-2 box 1s together. Now the federal income tax withheld boxes here for 25A, we're going to have to combine those as well because there's two people. So he had 4,000. So I'm looking now at box 2. He had 4,000 withheld. Let me zoom in on this. Do you see box 2, federal income tax withheld? 4,000. And she had 4,238 and 29 cents. $4,238.29. Okay, so here's our total of the amount of tax withheld. And that goes here on line 25A. Now, what's 1099 income? This is if you had worked self-employed or as a consultant, you get 1099. You're not working for another company. Any other forms? Nope. And add lines 25A through 25C. We get the same number because these are just 0. What we're doing is general tax returns. Most people, most filers just have W-2 income and have no weird deductions. So the tax returns are really straightforward, and that's the ones I'm showing you here. Okay, 2021 tax payments, nope. Earned income credit, nope. We don't get any of these other credits. All right, here it says add lines 25D, 26, and 32. 25D, 26, and 32. So again, it's just that same number because we don't have any other weird credits or tax amounts or anything else. Now, here's where you determine, am I getting a refund or am I having to pay the IRS? If line 33, so this number here, is more than 24, this is the amount you overpaid, you're going to get a refund. But then if you jump down, amount you owe on line 37, if line 33 is less than line 24, then you owe, and you would fill out this box. But so ours, 8,238.29, is more than 7,729, so we get a refund. So we're going to subtract 8,238.29 minus 7,729. And this is going to be the amount of my refund, $509.29. Amount that you want refunded to you? Well, I want the whole thing. I'm not trying to give away any money here. And I want this to go into my checking account, direct deposit with routing number and with account number. And if you don't fill in a checking account routing number and account number, then it sends you a check. Amount we owe is nothing because we're getting a refund and no tax penalty. Do you want another person to discuss this return? Nope. And then you just are going to sign, fake sign right here, and your occupation. We're going to say he is a doctor's assistant. And we're going to say that she is a tech analyst. Okay, we don't really know what their jobs are, right? We're just making it up. This is you typing in what your job is, and then you sign and date this return here. Okay, very important. Please make sure that you save this. I'm going to call it the money tax return so that you can upload it to your bin. If you don't save it, you lose all your info. Is this going to let me sign with that thing? Oh, cool. I'm going to pretend to do a signature then. There's his signature. And there's hers. Not very helpful with my mouse, is it? Okay, and then right here we would put the date. Today's date is March 30th. This isn't going very well with my mouse. Let's see if the stylus is any better. Ooh, never mind. Hang on. Okay, if yours comes back unsigned, that's okay because you don't have a stylus, right? But a signed tax return is so that you verify that everything is correct. So now I'm going to download this with the changes. And I'm going to call this the money tax return. Okay, so now I can attach this to the bin. So the first tax return is done. You can screenshot it in here into slide 3 or attach it to the bin separately.